Bagaimana Tan Sri lihat momentum Barisan Nasional pada peringkat 5 hari?
You see, at the initial stage, because we are a ruling party and we have been a ruling party for so long, I think the momentum tu lambat bergerak, when ini, because we have been expecting the election for a long time. It doesn't happen, but now there is seriousness, because the opposition is also working very hard to make sure that they can take over the government. So I think like in Johor, the AP has concentrated on Penang, Perak. Now for the first time they are concentrating in Johor, and the opposition providing us a real challenge, because Johor is supposed to be our stronghold. Nobody can, but now nothing you can say that you can win without working very hard. And I think PM uses the word that in Johor now we can win, we will succeed, but we have to work doubly hard, because the opposition is not an opposition that is not serious. They are very serious. They have got their own campaign strategy, and they work hard with the campaign strategy, and they have got resources also. It's just not, there is no such thing as you're competing against a poor party and sort of thing. They don't seem to have any limit on their own resources. If we got cars, convoy, they also have got cars and convoy. So, but I think our momentum is, I can say, because we need to, there's a lot of dissatisfaction at the initial stage. But now, inshallah, things are over, and we are now, whether you agree or disagree, we need to win. It's a pity if, because of our disunity, or we place our feelings or emotions, then we lose. And not because the opposition is stronger, but because we are dissatisfied with decisions that have been made. I think at present the focus should be on the party. And if they do that, we are still a very credible party that has got the best solution to the country's problem and provide continuity for what we have done.
Tan Sri, Tun M ada cakap yang dia yakin yang carrier kits yang akan berkubur di Johor. Jadi Tan Sri dah, I think, 5 penggal di Kota Tinggi dan otai dalam politik. Adakah Tan Sri kongsi keyakinan seperti Tun M yang carrier politik kits yang akan berakhir di Johor?
Kalau saya dalam kedudukan Tun M also, saya akan cakap sama. If you kata, you cakap lain daripada itu, ini adalah sesuatu penyerahan diri. Dan kita tak mau ditembak dalam kawasan kita. So I think we have got a very good fighting chance in that area. You must remember, that is an MCA area. And now if you want to see that Barisan Nasional is a workable formula, this is the time for our component to show that they can deliver. And in Johor, we would not like to change our cosmopolitan politics to a very racial politics. We don't vote because of race, but we vote because it is the best party to provide, or the best person that will provide the leadership. So I think we need to, in order to borrow Dr. Mahathir punya tu, I think we need to kubur him there in order to make sure the APA don't make inroad in Johor.
Dan pandangan Tan Sri mengenai pemimpin pemangkat yang lain, orang Johor, as you and I tahu, kita susah terima orang luar kan. So komen Tan Sri mengenai pemimpin pemangkat yang bertanding di Johor lain pada kes yang
No, I think Johor politics is different from other state. That is my own. I'm not saying with pride or arrogance. I'm sorry if it sounds like that. our politics, why we have been very strong, is because we are a grassroots party, especially in the case of UMNO. We do not visit or engage our voters only at election time. It's continuous. And these people that come from outside, that is put by the opposition, after the election, what do? We have proof that all of them do not deliver to the expectation of the voters. They win the election, they talk a lot in parliament maybe, but they don't, whenever the public have got all sorts of problems, they're not there to provide the services. And this is quite common throughout, So don't elect the opposition.
Saya banyak, election ni saya banyak cover Putrajaya dan selalu follow Husam punya ceramah. Dan mengenai pengangkutan awam, dia selalu bangkitkan isu monorel yang tertangguh yang kat Jambatan Gantung.
Ada monorel.
Adakah ia dalam plan pembangunan
dalam masa plan kita?
Dia untuk you punya ni kan, pengetahuan. I think Husam doesn't understand monorel. Putrajaya is an administrative centre, and the public transport is not the backbone of it. It's not the monorail, but it is included in our master plan. But if you want to implement transport like monorail ke MRT ke LRT, it cannot happen overnight. And this guy, if he becomes a member of parliament, you think he can implement monorail? You look at the opposition punya manifesto on public transport. It's a lot of empty promises. There's nothing substantive. In our Aku Janji or the covenant on public transport, in our case, there is a lot of substantive program that has got continuity to continue what has already been done. So it's not something new. We are asking for the mandate to allow us to continue what we have already done, so that it will bring us to the next stage of becoming a developed country state. I think we are looking at quite a number of options insofar as Putrajaya is concerned, kan? There is in order to provide continuity, we find that in Putrajaya, the government department, to move from one place to another, you need to go by car. So this one, we need to establish an integrated. So that one we are studying to provide the integrated. And the Putrajaya Holding also have submitted some proposals. Even there was even a suggestion that we should look at what the London to portal tu apa tu? Micro portal tu, dia daripada satu tempat gerak on on circulation like that. Apa tu? Microport. Yeah, microport. Very interesting. Very efficient. Dia lagi satu. I think orang mesti faham public transport. Kalau you bercakap kenal public transport, orang ingat pengangkutan awam. Pengangkutan awam, the facilities and services provided are related to the demand. The ridership in Putrajaya at present is quite low because the population is not big. So bermakna dia kena fokus more on inilah, more efficient bus service, better connectivity between the various housing area. That's all. Kalau you suddenly now you put a monorail, tak ada orang kat dalam situ nak pakai monorail. Is quite a cheap ke, it's a very expensive thing. So that's why I think these people are not very focused. So thank you very much for your question. We need to go, otherwise people say that we are talking more here than at the seminar. Terima kasih banyak.